What's going on, world? I'm the K.
And then I see
I'm back to vibe with you guys one more
one more
time.
again.
One more
What's
time.
happening?
We're back for episode number 10.
Yeah, that's
Episode number
right.
10 of season 1. It's been
Episode X.
exciting. Can't believe we're 10 weeks in already.
Yo, doing our thing in here, y'all.
Already. So, go ahead, sit back, listen to this intro.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Talk to you guys this week about what we talking about.
I don't even know. What's the topic?
Them nosy friends.
Nosy folks, boy.
Hey.
What's happening?
Stay tuned. Alright, people, and just like that, we are back.
Like we never left.
Alright, so we binge watched a couple shows over the weekend, but we are watching the new season of, what's the name of that show?
Was it the Upshaws?
Yes.
The Upshaws, yeah.
New season of the Upshaws.
Good show, by the way.
Yeah, it's a very good show. Recommend it. But one of the episodes, it was about the sister, right? And how the sister thought something was going on with the husband or whatever, and she went and she started this whole rumor, made this whole thing up, and come find out it wasn't even true.
Exactly. He was trying to do something good, and she jacked it all up for him.
I'm kind of like putting bits and pieces in, trying to give you guys like the gist of it without giving out too much.
Yeah, go watch the show. Go watch the show.
Because, I don't want to be a spoiler or whatever.
Yeah.
But I kind of got confirmation that that would be the topic this week after scrolling through the internet, right? Through Facebook, and finding this right here. You ready?
What you find?
This says, it's a quote, right? And it says, sometimes it's your friends who keep your enemies updated about you. Be careful.
Ooh.
Right. And it goes back to have you ever heard the saying, it be your own people?
Yeah. Yeah, you ever heard the saying, keep your enemies close, but your friends closer?
Right, it's keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Oh, my bad. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, yeah. And I was like, dang, that's wild,
Yeah.
Because it seems like everybody has that one person in their life who, like, means good.
Yeah.
Means well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're an undercover hater.
Yeah. You got a whole lot of people like that that really planning on your downfall. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get what you got, but they can't get what you got. So they gonna try to make it seem like something really going on when there ain't nothing really going on.
Which kind of like makes you wonder, are you really down for me or not?
For sure. For sure.
So everyone's seen a TV show, right? With that one friend who, just because something happened to them, they're gonna put that on you. Right?
Yep.
So just because your cat ran away and got hit by a car doesn't mean if I get a cat, my cat's gonna run away and get hit by a car.
But what they say, misery loves company. So they're gonna do everything they can to probably make your cat get hit by a car. Hell, they're gonna probably leave the door wide open so your cat can can come out the house to get hit by a car.
And it's crazy because it be your own people.
Exactly.
Who be planning your downfall, leaving your
Plotting
door open.
against you.
Leaving your door open.
Yep.
Right?
Right on. Right on.
My mother used to tell us growing up, right? Can't trust nobody but Jesus.
Thank you, Lord.
Everybody else you question.
You got a question.
Right?
Yeah.
And that kind of brings me to that statement of why into my adulthood I had trust issues when it comes to certain situations.
Look, not trust issues. You ain't gonna say trust issues. You just careful.
No, I'm gonna say trust issues because I don't trust everybody with my business.
No, that's different. trust. You can't definitely trust nobody with your business now.
Like, I'm a strong believer of, if it's going on like in my household or going on within my relationship, that's where I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah,
Like, if me and you are fighting and arguing,
yeah,
I won't be throwing undercover daggers and stuff on my Facebook
yeah,
updates, on my Facebook posts. I've never been that type of person.
yeah.
And I know quite a
Uh-huh.
few people that are like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
A
you
lot of
can
people.
tell whenever they're going through something in their
Mm-hmm.
relationship because it reflects on social media.
Mm-hmm.
You remember, if we back it up a few podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
all energy ain't good energy. You remember we talked about that?
Of course, yeah.
Everyone who smiles in your face ain't there for you.
They ain't got your best intentions.
It goes back to that.
Yeah.
So if you're reading what I'm writing on Facebook and all
Mm-hmm.
that other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
say for instance, right? Because this is
Mm-hmm.
what it be a lot of times. These be the scenarios, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude gets caught talking to another female,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
She throwing, what is it called? It's not shade. She's throwing like little undercover hints
Yeah.
about what's going on,
Yeah.
finding the memes and the little sayings about how dudes aren't doing you right and all that other stuff. And you see that on her page and you already know what's going on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Fast forward 2 weeks later, they all happy go lucky.
Yeah.
Unicorn farts and rainbows.
Uh-huh.
You feel me?
Uh-huh.
And then that one person who saw all them daggers you were throwing,
Uh-huh.
they're going to be looking for something.
Yeah.
Like, looking for something. Every little thing, they're going to be messaging you, hey, you
Yeah.
know, I saw someone who looked just like Tyrone over at Walmart talking to this girl the other day.
Uh-huh.
It's like those daggers that they're going to
Uh-huh.
throw.
And
Which is why I say, if you're in a relationship, keep your relationship your relationship.
yeah.
Like, our relationship is very I'm not gonna say open, because we do not have an open
Not
relationship.
open. It's transparent.
We do not have an open relationship.
Transparent.
But a lot of situations that we go through, we talk about it on our podcast.
We keep our business in house
Or
though. Like
no, that's what I'm getting
business
to.
business.
A lot of situations we talk about on our podcast after we done gone through and worked stuff out and all that other stuff.
Uh-huh.
But you will never, in the heat of the moment, see me bashing my husband in public. And the same thing with you.
That ain't what we do. And, you know, the thing about it, man, it ain't just women. It's men too. Soon as, if a dude like a female, a chick, he's gonna be waiting on her to post something crazy about her relationship or whatnot, and then he can instigate that and be like, "Oh yeah, man, you know, hey, how you doing, Shaw? You know, I seen that you was down the other week. Everything good with you?" And as soon as you open that door, he's gonna step his big old feet in, because he gonna be like, "Oh yeah, man, I saw old boy hanging out with such and such and such and such at the place over there." And all of a sudden, that's a whole new area of drama, and he gonna try to get in. And I believe with the women folk, I say women folk.
Yeah,
with
you just took yourself back a couple centuries.
with the,
Us women folk.
with the females, they trying to a whole nother different tactic. Because look, notice that it be the single females that ain't got no man that are instigating the most.
You know what's funny though that you mentioned that?
What's that?
I dated a guy, right?
What guy?
And I'm not putting nobody's names out.
You better not.
And when he left,
Yeah.
like when he moved away,
Yeah.
and we broke up,
Mm-hmm.
it was his homeboy that tried to talk to me.
That's what I'm saying. They're waiting and lurking.
And it was his homeboy that was like, yeah, you know, I never thought that you were right for him.
Yeah.
And he was always doing something dirty, all that. So
Boy.
it's not just females who do that grimy stuff. That's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean, some of these guys feeling like some itchy coat fiends, man, just waiting on the moment, and they gonna find anything. Some of the guys set you up, like some of your homeboys. Be like, hey, look, hey, pop, let's go out to the strip club. They do that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to tell Gina or whoever she is, you know what I'm saying, that we going out. And then they set you up and be like, hey yo, your partner was with me at the strip club. He was doing this. Well, probably he may take pictures of you with the strippers and send it to your girl to let her know, hey, this is what he doing for real, for real. You know, it's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I believe that females, like I said, it's a totally different game. And it could be based on the female that you hang with. If the female like girls that you hang with, maybe she may be attracted to you and may try to do something
Mm.
and say that your man is doing something he ain't supposed to be doing to get closer to you.
Right.
I mean, hey, it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, that's stuff that you got to consider, man. People would try to bring you down with them, or they just don't want to see you happy. So they're going to do everything they can to make sure that, you're not happy and that you are the person that they can depend on instead of some man or some woman. That's just the
But
way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
the thing is,
Yeah.
it steps outside of relationships, right?
Uh huh.
So real G's move in silent, like lasagna, right?
Hey,
So
that's right.
what's the saying? You never let your left hand know what your right hand doing.
Nah.
I never put what I'm doing out there. Like with me and you, dang, people messaging me. Me and you, right?
Mm-hmm.
We discuss stuff amongst our relationship. I.e., when we're in a home buying, right? We're
Mm-hmm.
looking at buying houses.
Yeah.
The only ones that knew that we were purchasing a house was me, you,
Yep.
and the relative.
We didn't tell our kids.
Our kids didn't know. Our parents didn't know.
Nobody. Your mom said she had a feeling.
Yeah,
She said
but
she had a feeling.
the the thing is, we didn't put it out there
No.
because what you gotta understand, world, look, people over here listening,
Yep.
bring your ear a little closer to the,
Come
just
here.
a little closer to the,
Come here.
closer to the speaker here, just
Come
a
here.
little closer. What you have to understand is not everybody in the world is manifesting your greatness, right?
Definitely. Yep.
Not everyone in this world is praying for you to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to be very careful who you tell your dreams and ambitions to.
Yeah.
Because just like you have riders on you who's riding for you and praying on you to be successful, you have people in the cut who are praying on your downfall.
Yep.
You have people in the cut who are hoping that you don't do well. That's why I am very cautious about when I ask for people's prayers. When I be like, oh, keep me uplifted in your prayers, I always say, hey, just send positive thoughts. I'm sending positive thoughts your way. Because just because people are praying does not mean that they are praying out of the positive greatness, goodness out of their heart.
Dressed in sheep clothing. Every person has a very heavy heart. You know that, right?
Mm.
They want look. Every person would be like, "Oh yeah, I see that you did this and you got congratulations. Hey, good job. I like that." But once you receive that blessing, there's nothing that they can do about it. But if you tell them about your pending blessing before you get it, oh, they're gonna probably try to strike and try to put some bad voodoo, bad mojo on you.
I'm not gonna say voodoo.
Whatever. Hey, people do use voodoo now.
Nah, but life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Absolutely.
So if you speak greatness, greatness is what shall come to you.
Absolutely. I believe that.
That's why you have to be very careful who you let in your business.
Uh-huh.
But I'm like that for my business. I'm like that for personal things, even pregnancies.
Yeah.
You remember we went 5, 6, 7 months without people even knowing that we were expecting.
So it is.
Because like I said, not everybody's vibes are positive vibes.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely not.
So
it's crazy, man, because I mean jealousy is jealousy is powerful, and just like love is powerful, but jealousy is powerful too. There are plenty. I'm pretty sure there's a person that you may know. It could be a person that you may not have even met that's jealous of you right now. There's something that you have that they don't have, and they are jealous of you, and they're talking bad about you right now. I guarantee it. I know folk talk bad about me all the time because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people are jealous of.
Yeah, what's
Well,
it say? Your eye be twitching.
yeah, I mean that too, But at the same time, just like people, it ain't got to be all bad. People talk good about you. It's people out there that has your best interest at heart. But at the same time, it's the opposite. It's a yin and a yang. It's always a good and a bad, no matter what. But you cannot let, like she said, don't let people know what you got going on or what's going on in your relationship. Because they gonna use that ammo and load that weapon up and use it against you. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because
I'm
they're gonna
telling
think because they had an unsuccessful relationship that your relationship is
you.
gonna
Yeah,
be
they don't want to
unsuccessful.
see you. They don't want to see you have a happy
And just
relationship.
because just because Josephine
Yeah.
got cheated on don't mean that you gonna get cheated on. So, like I said, personal,
Yep.
right?
Uh-huh.
Relationship
Yep.
and professional.
And peep this out. It ain't even gotta be a friend. It ain't even gotta be a stranger. Hell, it could be a family member. It can be a family member. That could be a
That
look.
was heavy on your
Guess what?
heart, huh?
I'm just saying, 'cause it
Cause you just
happens.
straight cut me
It
off.
happens a lot. I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
That was heavy on
I
your
just had
heart,
to put
wasn't
that
it?
out there. I had to put that out there because it's a lot of family members that look at the fact that, hey, man, he doing a whole lot better than what we thought he was gonna do, or she doing a whole lot better than we thought she was gonna do. We thought he was gonna be like his dad, his uncle, his cousin, whatever. But man, he out there doing his thing. God, you know what am I doing wrong that I can't get on his level? I can't get on his status or her status. Dang, I hate that this person is doing so good. Yeah, I'm gonna congratulate him, but really, I got hate in my heart. I don't like this guy. I don't like this person because they think they're better than me. Now. It's a lot that goes on through a person's head that's jealous of you, and you can't tell. But eventually, as time go by, you'll be able to pick up on certain things that person is doing or saying to you, and you'll eventually be like, hold on. Every time I got a good thing going on, you find the worst in it.
Honestly, though, everyone's guilty of it.
Okay.
How many times have I had to tell you you can't chase other people's blessings?
Of course. Yeah.
Like, there's times where you have been like, "Well, so and so did this. Why is it when I try to do this, it's not happening?" It's like because it's not your time.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
that's another mistake that people make. You can't chase other people's
I
blessings.
have done that before. Like I thought that okay, at a certain point in my life, I was like, I need to buy a house. I need to buy a house. I need to buy a house. And I kept saying all some of my classmates, being successful and buying houses and stuff. I'm like, man, why they God, what am I doing that they ain't doing? You know? And I had to realize, like my wife said, there's a time and a place.
Yeah.
You have a
And
certain
just
time.
because something is coming to you does not mean it's coming in your timing.
Yeah.
Those same people around you that you saw all these blessings happening, you don't know what they were going through in the
That's
background,
true. That's true. That's true.
right? Because we'll
I
talk
wouldn't
about
hate
this.
on nobody or nothing like that though. But I wouldn't hate on nobody. I was just like, man, I need to go ahead and step my game up.
But we'll talk about that on another podcast. You never know what people are going through behind the scenes to get to where they are.
Of course.
But like I was saying before I was cut off 5 minutes ago,
uh-huh.
uh, professionally, right? There can be people knocking you succeeding on the professional level. That's why whenever I'm going up for a promotion, whenever I'm thinking about moving up the ladder, I'm very cautious about who I talk to it about. A lot of times I don't talk to nobody about it until it happens. because not everybody wants to see you succeed on a professional level. Not everyone wants to see you succeed on a personal level. Not everyone wants to see you succeed within your relationship. Am I saying don't trust nobody? Always squint your eyes and this person always going bad for you? Nah. That's not what I'm saying at all, because there are people out there who's rooting for you to do great. But what I am saying is be cautious. Be cautious of those people, because like the saying goes, it be your own friends, your own friends who running back telling the enemy your business. So sometimes when you're wondering, why isn't this going right, why isn't that going right, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, a lot of times you're talking to the wrong people. Instead of talking to Susie Q about what's going on in your life, maybe you need to find an outlet, be it if you're on a spiritual level, um, if you're on a religious level, whatever your outlet is, maybe, just maybe, if you're discussing it through that and not through man or through a person, you'll see some changes in your life. Because just because you want to do great, don't mean the next people do want you to do great, you know? And it's like, have you ever seen what I'm blanking on what it's called, but it's like when a person wants you to continue to do bad so that they can be the one to help you all the time, so they can always have that upper hand.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like you can do good, but you can't do better than me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking
there's a
about?
lot of people like that.
Yeah. It's like, oh girl, you go girl, woo woo woo. You can get a big house, but you can't get a house that's bigger than mine.
Yeah, it's a
You
lot
can
of
get a
people like
nice
that.
car, but you can't get a model that's better than mine.
Yeah, I don't see that a lot.
So hate comes in a bunch of forms, huh?
It's disguising. It's disguising. It really is, and it can disguise itself so good that you don't even realize it's happening. You don't even realize people really hating on you until you actually just sit back and, like I said before, think about it. You're like, hold on, you know, why am I kind of selling myself short because of what this person is saying right now? That happens a lot. You
Yeah.
know, I'm selling myself short because this person's saying or putting subliminal messages out there saying that, hey, look, yeah, you're doing good, but you can't do better than me.
Or it's that backhanded stuff. Like, have you ever been like talking to somebody about something you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I'm thinking about upgrading my car. They got this new model and I
Mm-hmm.
really want to do it. And the person comes back and they like, I mean, yeah, you can upgrade it, but I don't see what's wrong with the car you got now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's running perfectly fine. I mean, why you want to go out and get another one?
Yep.
That backhanded stuff,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, you thinking, my car
Yeah.
do run fine.
Exactly.
Do I
And,
really want to get a new one?
or they'll be loud. You sure you'll be able to afford that? I mean, you know how much those monthly payments would be, how much your insurance would be. Like they know your situation.
And then but subconsciously it gets to you because you
It's
go home at
subliminal.
night and you're laying in bed and you
Yes.
like, you know what? That
Yeah.
probably would be wild if I do this. I mean, this would probably have to change right here. And it makes you second guess yourself.
It do. It do. And you take heed to that, and it urges to you. Like them messages, like I said, I call them subliminal messages. They speak to you more on a subconscious level than on a level of you just talking to somebody, because certain phrases and certain wording that people use, you do think about it when you're not being active. Like when you go to bed at night and go to sleep, like dang, what that person did say it did make sense,
Right, it
you
weighs
know.
heavy on you.
And that's subliminal, you know, and it blocks you and it have you thinking, dang, I can't do this. And then as soon as you say I can't, guess what?
It doesn't
It
happen
don't happen for you
because you
because you
spoke it
stop.
into
Exactly,
existence,
because you stopped your manifestation from happening.
or you manifested your own downfall.
Absolutely.
Well, let's wrap this bad boy back around though, and come back to the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I have friends. I have
Okay.
homies.
Yeah.
I have girlfriends,
Uh-huh.
homies, the girls that I can talk to
Uh-huh.
about certain situations, right?
Uh-huh.
But I don't think either one of my friends, like, no matter how close we are, I don't think any one of them know when we have issues going on,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Because I choose to discuss our issues with you.
Exactly.
And
That's
there once upon a time was a time where, we didn't talk about situations, we just kind of let it ride.
uh-huh.
But I found that we built a stronger bond by hashing that ish out.
Yeah. You have to hash it out because if you don't hash it out, it's gonna be a burden. And don't nobody want no burden around
Right.
because it's gonna always be an elephant in the room. That's what they so call it. It's gonna always be tension. You have to relieve that tension in order to move on. You can't just forget about it.
So, moral of the story, get you a rider.
You have to. You got to get your rider.
So,
But
you got to get someone who's manifesting the same
exactly,
level of
who's on that
greatness as
same
you.
vibe? Yeah. If they ain't on the same vibe as you, I mean, it ain't gonna work. Because guess what? If you take a negative and a positive, they gonna go away from each other. They're not gonna attract each other.
Um,
Oh, my bad. My bad.
I'm
That was
gonna
totally
let
wrong.
you fix yourself.
That was totally wrong.
I'm
That
gonna
was
let you
totally
fix
wrong.
yourself.
If
Let's
if
go.
you take a negative and a positive, it'll attract each other. Okay,
Mhm.
but if you take two negatives, they'll go away from each other. Am I right? If you got a person that's speaking positive on your life when you're in a negative situation,
There it is.
that person
Come
will
on,
attract.
baby. Bring it
You
back.
know what I was
Preach.
getting to.
Bring it back, boo.
You know what I was getting
There
to.
it is.
You know what I was getting
It's
to.
coming back. Let's
Okay,
go. I'm
that
with you,
person
boo.
would attract you to their positivity.
Uh huh.
Okay, all
Right.
right. If you got a negative and a negative, it won't attract.
Mhm.
It'll push away.
Right.
Same with a positive and a positive because a positive person and another positive person, they can vibe together, but they on a different level that they can maintain their own course. Does that make any sense?
Let me let me add to your
Go ahead,
story.
smart lady.
Let me add to your story.
Go ahead,
Okay.
smart lady.
It's not that you're always positive. It's not that you're always negative, right? God dang, how do I silence my laptop?
I don't know. But
It's not that you're always positive, not that you're always negative, okay? So what my dear husband is trying to say, people, is in a partnership, in a relationship, you vibe pretty much on equal levels, right? Right?
Yep, that's exactly what I
But
said.
get you somebody that not completes you, because I hate when people be like, oh, they complete me. Get you a person that complements you. Get you a person where if you're in a negative state, they can be that positive reinforcement to come pull you out of that state. Same thing, vice versa. When they're in the negative state, you can be the positive reinforcement to pull them out of that negative state. You have to get you someone who compliments you, not completes you, but compliments you.
Uh-huh.
Get you someone who wants the same greatness that you do in life.
Yep.
Because no cap, there are relationships out there where, say for instance, the female wants to go out and do something great, but the guy in the relationship is like, I don't want her to make more money than me. So he's going to counteract and be like, well, if you do this, you won't be able to do that. It's going to be hard for you to do this, and that. So that stuff happens within relationships
Yeah, it
too.
do. Yeah, it do.
So, not saying everything is unicorn farts and rainbows. It happens within relationships too. But you have to get you someone that y'all balance each other out.
Yeah, exactly.
Balance each other out.
And
You can connect.
like I was saying, positive and positive vibe together, right? They balance each other out, right? They vibe together, and the negative vibe together. But once you become a positive and you get a negative, you can attract that negative to that positive, so they can lead a positive life as well. It makes sense.
Baby, I had
Okay,
wrapped it up for
I'm just
you.
leave that
I
alone.
had
Okay, I'm just
wrapped
leave
it
that
up
alone.
for you and made it
Okay,
make sense to
okay,
people.
okay.
Now you
Moving on.
finna have people
Okay.
out here with magnets and batteries and shit blowing each other up in their relationships.
Well, they know what I'm talking about.
Because they gonna be like,
They know
well,
what
we're
I'm talking
listening to KC Vibe,
Okay.
and they're talking about. I
But
had
you,
bought it together. I tied it together for you.
You got it.
I
You got
tied
it.
it
You got
together
it.
for
You
you.
got it. You
I
got it.
put it in a nice little knot, put the
Yeah, you
bow
put the
on
bow on
it,
top. I
wrapped
got
it
it.
up, put
It's
the
a nice
postage
box.
stamp
I
on
get
it,
it.
went to ship it out, and
Yeah.
you bought it back and took the tape off and said it was missing
Well,
something.
nah.
And now
It
the
wasn't
box is
missing
all
nothing.
messy again.
Nah, we're trapped back to what it was before.
We're gonna take it back.
Yeah.
The box is wrapped.
The box is wrapped.
The
Got
box
a
is
nice little
wrapped.
bow on top of it. It's good.
The box
Okay.
is wrapped.
I do got one thing to add though.
Oh Lord.
You said that. You said that a person can't complete a person, right?
I said I hate when people say he completes me because you shouldn't complete a person. You should compliment that person.
Here's the thing. I heard you listen to that Drew Hill song. Without you, girl, my life is incomplete.
Yeah, he said his life is incomplete. He didn't say he incomplete.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
think about
anyway.
that. Think about that. Just like that, we are over our time, y'all.
All right,
we are over our time. So, moral of the story: keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. Be careful what you put out there and who you put it out there to. Be sure that the people you are asking to pray for you are praying for the greatness in you. Be sure they're praying for the right things in you, because there's some people out there who's praying for your downfall. As usual, if you got anything you want to add, you can reach out to askkcvibe@gmail.com. We'll be there to answer any questions, concerns, or comments. If you want us to discuss something on the podcast, be sure to reach us there as well. Or you can reach us on our social medias. You can find me at @thereal_knockout on Instagram. That's DAREAL_knockout. You can also find me at AYO_KO and the number 2 on TikTok. That's AYO_KAYO and the number 2.
And you can find your boy at Marty Mar. That's at MARTIMAR on Instagram and TikTok. I ain't putting that other one out there.
And I'm new to the streets here. If you want to follow us on Instagram for the podcast, go like and subscribe to KC_podcast.
Yeah, podcast.
Is it KC_podcast? No, it's KC_vibe podcast. I'm tripping, y'all.
Get it right.
KC_vibe podcast. Go like and subscribe there. Like and subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook page as well. If you want to know where to listen to our podcast, you can Google us at KC Vibe podcast. Yeah. Google it; it'll bring everything up.
Everything.
Last but not least, I just want to thank everyone who's been tuning in, everyone who's been supporting us, everyone who's been giving feedback.
Yes.
We appreciate that. We send out this podcast to so many people, and you guys don't understand the people who actually respond back or the people who actually tuning in. It means so much to us, because we see the ones who just looking, who just opening the messages, not doing nothing.
Come on.
We see that. Like I said, not everybody praying for your greatness.
Exactly.
Some people hoping you fail.
Exactly. We need that positive
I
energy.
appreciate you guys who are praying for our greatness, praying that we succeed. It means so much to us. So very much to us. So until next time, I'm the K.
And your boy the C.
Thanks for vibing with us. I got your laugh now.
See that?
I'm the K.
And I'm the C.
Thanks for vibing with us.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.